Hi, this is Min and welcome back to the 10th episode of She Walks the World, where I try and experiment to cook international dishes that I've tried on my travels. Now you can always read about my travels by heading on to my blog at shewalkstheworld.com, and don't forget to hit subscribe to this channel. So if you follow my blog, you'll know that one of my favorite cuisines is the South Korean cuisine. So yes, today we're going to cook yet another South Korean dish. And it is one of my favorites and also a must-eat whenever I head to South Korea. It's called the Gimbap. I guess you've heard of the more popular Japanese version, sushi or sashimi, but Gimbap is slightly different from the vinegared and raw seafood version of Japan. It actually uses sesame oil in the rice and also cooked vegetables, pickles, meat and egg. So we're going to try and cook the Gimbap today. Let's begin! For my Gimbap ingredients, as my vegetables, I have a bunch of spinach as well as julienne carrots. I'm going to use a Korean luncheon meat as my meat, but you can also use beef, chicken or ham. I have eggs as well as a pickled daikon yellow radish. And to season some of my ingredients, I have salt as well as sesame oil. Now to roll my Gimbap, I have a couple of slices of roasted seaweed, this bamboo mat to roll the Gimbap on, as well as steamed rice. So we're going to start with seasoning the rice. I'm going to put in about half a tablespoon of sesame oil as well as a pinch of salt or more if you want, and mix it all up. Now I'm going to then leave the rice to cool while I prepare the other ingredients. Going to start with the spinach by blanching it in boiling water. We're going to parboil it until it's soft. Once it's done, I'm going to take it out from the heat and I'm going to put the spinach into cold water to stop the cooking process. After that, I'm going to squeeze all the water out from the spinach, cooked spinach, and put it into another bowl. And I'm going to add in about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil and a little pinch of salt and mix it all up. Alright, the spinach is done. I'm going to heat up the skillet, put a little bit of sesame oil, put in the carrots, a pinch of salt, and we're going to pan fry it till it becomes soft. You can always eat the carrots raw, but I liked it slightly soft and cooked. After that, we'll cook the luncheon meat. When it's nice and brown, we'll take it out. And finally, we'll cook the egg, add a little bit of salt in it, put in the oil, and make an omelette. Ah, why is there a hole? Spread, spread, spread. Okay, no more holes. This is called a flip fail. But it's okay, as long as it doesn't get burned. Now, if you made a perfect omelette, you can always slice it into long slices, but I'm gonna do it with mine. Now we're ready to make the Gimbap. So to make my Gimbap roll, it's easier to have all the ingredients in front of me. Now I'm gonna place my dried seaweed sheet, the shiny side at the bottom, onto the bamboo mat. Fill 2/3 of the seaweed with rice. Now I'm gonna fill the seaweed with all my ingredients, putting it at the top end. And then I'm gonna hold it tight while I roll it around. Ah! Press it. Ta-da! My pretty Gimbap roll is done. This is so cool. Check it out. I did it! Alright, and then we're gonna roll a few more to use up the ingredients. And now it's time to cut the Gimbap. Make sure your knife is a little wet so that it's easy to go through. Time to arrange it on the plate. Ta-da! Wow. My first time making a Gimbap. So I'm pretty proud of my first time Gimbap, though I think my rolling and cutting process probably needs a bit more practice. And the next time I'm going to put different sort of ingredients into my Gimbap. But yes, thanks again for joining me, Min, on She Walks the World. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see me cook any other international dishes on the show, do let me know in the comments below. And yes, it's time to eat because this is calling out to me, so I want to eat it now.